Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
'Nithyananda'. Welcome to the Nithyananda Yoga. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Please sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes. Put your hands in Atmanjali Mudra in front of your chest. Visualize Swamiji in a space. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Bandvatitam Gaganasadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Now let's chant the Shaumalam Japa internally 11 times. Please follow along. Om Ham Haum Shivaya Namaha. 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 Let's move on to the Saptavajamana, the ritualistic cleansing. Om Atmatum Sadhyami Sada. Om Vidyadatum Sadhyami Sada. Om Shivadatum Sadhyami Sada. Om Ham Hridayaya Namaha. Now clasp your right palm over the left and keep it on your right thigh. Sit straight as you are doing the Sankalpa, the conscious resolution. Sit straight and close your eyes. Visualize and see intensely what you want to manifest as the reality today. Visualize and see that it is already manifesting the reality which you want. Also see yourself being active throughout the whole day without any tiredness, without any laziness, without any boredom, manifesting the space, state, and powers of Paramashivam. Finally, Kailasa, Paramashiva, intensely. So this space will start the Sankalpa. Om Namo Pata Samasta Duritakshay Dwara Bhagavat Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityartham Sri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Prityartham Cha Adhya Purvokta Evam Guna Teshena Visistayam Asyam Shubhaditau पूर्णारोग्ययुक्त दृढ़गात्रयोगिक शरीर सिद्ध्यर्थम परमशिव शक्ति आविष्करणार्थम नित्यानंद योगाभ्यासम करिष्ये ओम भूपस्पृश्य wash your right thumb with the udani of water and keep your panchapatram udani inside. We start the asanas of the sequence today.
So we'll be continuing with the asana sequence of Vinyasa Krama, Prathama sequence. So we'll be repeating the Chakrasana sequence from the other side. So let's get ready to enter into the first asana for today, the Chakrasana. So sit with legs extended and slowly bring your one leg, the opposite leg, behind your neck. You can bring it close to your chest, rotate left to right, a little warm up, and try to bring it towards the neck. And then slowly bring both the palms on the ground. And extend the other leg as well, upward, and lift your entire body on the palms. Keep your chest lifted, spine long. Breathe in Sahajikumbhaka. Inhale deeply through the nose. Hold the breath comfortably and then release through the nose. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra. Gently focus inner awareness through the eyes, soft and steady. Engage Mudra. Gaze to your third eye. Visualize yourself as a powerful source of energy, radiant and unbounded. Emanating strength in every direction. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Purvatanam Chatuspadapitham Vajrasanam Tatha Takorakancha Sarabha Bhujanganapi Vrishakam. Now let's get ready to enter into the next asana sequence. The next asana is Dhanurasana. Dhanurasana Dvaita. As you are sitting with legs extended, bring one leg up and grasp it with the big toes. The hands are in pranamudra, holding onto the respective big toes. And pull one leg towards your ears, the other leg resting on the ground, with toes pulling onto the big toes. Hold firmly, open your chest, keep your spine long, and as you drop the lifted leg like a bowstring. Shambhavi Mudra. Sahajikumbhaka. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as Shiva's bow, coiled with immense tension, yet perfectly balanced, radiating latent power. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Padangushtatpanebhyam Grihitva Shravanavidhi Dhanurakarshana Klishta Dhanurashana Militam. The next asana is Ashtavakrasana. The asana looks, just by looking, it looks difficult, but it's actually a simple asana. Just apply the technique. To sit, as you're sitting, bring one leg on the top of the shoulders. Bring one leg on the top of the shoulders. And then hook the other leg, other foot, crossing the ankles. And then balance yourself on the palm as you lean forward and extend the legs on the sides. This is Ashtavakrasana. Try to remain balanced in this posture. Sahajikumbhaka. Shambhavi Mudra. Visualize yourself as Sage Ashtavakra, embodying fearless wisdom that transcends physical appearing. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vasishtamadhakandanyam Mudakukkudamevacha Ashtavakramatotanam Mayuram Setu Bandhanam. The next asana is Parashmirasana. As sit tall with one foot placed on the opposite thigh and other foot is firmly planted on the ground. Then slide the grounded leg shoulders underneath the respective shoulder, which is the feet which is on planted on the ground. The respective shoulder goes underneath your bent knee and press your palms into the mat for lift and support. Keep your spine upright, chest open. Sahaj Kumaka, Shambhe Mudra. Engage Mulabandha, visualize yourself as immortal, sustained entirely by prana, untouched by decay or limitation. Chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. As you bring your gaze to the third eye. Etat prabheda vakshami karoti yasa amaraha ekapada muro badhva sandhe anyat pada rakshate. The next asana is Parsvasimrasana. As you sit with your left heel tucked under your hip and your right foot placed outside the left thigh. So you can choose the direction, which way you have done previously. Choose the other side. So place one heel tucked under your hip and the other foot placed outside of the left of the opposite thigh. Then wrap your hands around the outer side of your bent knee. So the opposite arm goes towards the outer side of the bent knee and place your left hand behind for the support. And then slowly try to interlace the finger. Lift to your spine, twist your upper body, and turn the gaze to the third eye. Engage Mulabandha, Sahaj Kumaka, Shambhavi Mudra. Visualize the great sage Matsyendranath, the founder of Hatha Yoga, radiating wisdom and mastery within your inner state. Chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vamora Mula Deche. Jangho Jnano Visho Vishti Drona. Now let's get ready for the next asana, which is Ardha Paschimottanasana. So in this position, once again, sit with your legs extended and then place the heel of one foot against the perineum. So let's start with placing the left heel close to the perineum and the right leg extended. And then as you lean forward, bringing the upper body over the extended leg. Clasp the big toes with both the hands. Clasp your feet with both the hands and lower your forehead towards the knee. And if you are able to touch your forehead to the knee, try to bring your forehead to the ground. Perform the Vaishnavi Mudra. Jiva Chilaka Kumbhaka. Inhale the prana using the power of the mind. Forcibly direct it to all the limbs of the body, moving upward and downward, as taught by Paramashiva himself. In this, you'll be engaging all three bandhas, the Mool Bandha, the Dhyana Bandha, and the Jalandhar Bandha. Visualize yourself lengthening into the half Paschimottanasana stretch. Spine extended like the flowing river. Chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ekam padam prasarya ekam padasya parshvani Jivane sandipya hastadvena prasarita padam dushtam dhritva januparimastakam nayet ardha paschimottanam bhavati. The next asana is Kranch asana. So the leg which is was the heel which was close to the perineum, hold it outside, feet near the heel, and the leg which was extended, hold it with both hands and lift it upward towards your head while keeping your knees straight. So make sure that your knees are straight and try to touch your head to the knees. Make sure that your upper body is straight, chest lifted, spine is tall without bending, and hold the posture in Vaishnavi Mudra. Perform the Jivichalaka Kumbhaka. Engage Mula Bandha. Visualize yourself as a frame, graceful and alert, standing tall with highest balance. Chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. वासिष्ठमधुकौण्डिन्य मूर्तिमुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्त्रमथोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुवन्दनम् उत्थानपादं क्राञ्चं च मरीचिम्बीरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च पुष्पाङ्गुष्ठप्रसारणे. Now we'll be repeating these two asana sequence on the other side. So switch the position of your legs as we enter into Ardha Paschimottanasana. So this time, extend your left leg in front and bend your right knee close to the heels, close to the perineum. And as you lean your upper body, your torso forward, hold on to the feet with both the hands. Try to bring your forehead to the knees. And if you are able to touch your forehead to the knees, try to touch it to the ground. Once again, perform the Jivichalaka Kumbhaka, Vaishnavi Mudra. Engage all the three bandhas, Mulabandha, Udyan Bandha, and Jalanda Bandha. Visualize yourself lengthening into the half Paschimottanasana stretch. Chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Ekam padam prasarya, ekam padasya pashni shiveన sandipya. हस्तद्वयेन प्रसारित पादांगुष्ठं धृत्वा जानुपरिमस्तके नयेत् अर्धपश्चिमतानं भवति. Now I'll be repeating Kranch asana on the other side. So once again, the leg the heel which was close to the perineum, push it outside, knees close to the hip from outside, and the leg which was extended, lift it up without bending the knees, bringing the heels close to bringing your forehead to the knees. Perform the Jivichalaka Kumbhaka, Vaishnavi Mudra, engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as a crane, graceful and alert, standing tall with poised balance. Chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. वासिष्ठमथकाण्ड्यम्य ऊर्ध्वकुक्कुटमेव च अष्टावक्त्रमधोत्थानं मयूरं सेतुबन्धनम् उत्थानपादं क्राञ्चं च मरीचिम्बेरभद्रकं नटराजं त्रिकोणं च सुप्ताङ्गष्टप्रसारणे. Now the next asana is Swastikasana. So sit with both the soles tucked between the thighs and the calf. So bring your legs in Padmasana and tuck both the soles between the thighs and the calf. Rest your palms on your knees. Palms facing down. Lift your chest. Keep your spine straight. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra, Jivichalaka Kumbhaka. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself radiating peace, prosperity, and well-being. With presence, calming and uplifting all around you. Shambhu japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Jano Bhavantare Samyak. Ritta Padatare Ubhe. Rijukayu Samanustinaha. Rastikam Tatra Prachate. The next asana is Gorakshasana. Sit with both toes turned upward and position between the thighs. You're still sitting in the Padmasana. And reach your hands back to cover the heels. So you're covering your heels. So bring your heels tucked on top of each other. And cover your heels with both the hands. Tuck the chin towards your chest in Jalanda Bandha. Direct your gaze to the tip of the nose. Perform the Jivachalaka Kumaka. Visualize yourself as the Goraksha, the protector, embodying the steady strength and of mountain and ancient river. Chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Janano Vantare Pado. Uttano Vyakti Sansitaho. The next asana is Bhagasana Dve or Bhagasana 2. So sit with your left heel pressed lightly beneath the perineum. The left heel is close to the perineum. And place your right foot on the opposite thigh. Bring your fingertips to cover your sensory gate, sensory organs, closing your thumb, ears with the thumb, eyes with the index finger, nostril with the middle finger, upper lip with the ring finger, and the lower lip with the little finger. In Chanmashi Mudra. Inhale. When you want to inhale, release the middle finger and inhale, and then close the nostrils. Form the Jivachalaka Kumaka, engage Mulvanda, which light the radiant sacred space of creation. See yourself in Bhaga, the womb of the very cosmos, and the very source of life and the cosmic energy. Chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vam Pashuna Yugha Sthapya Dakshinavanga Vam Jangjane. The next asana is Yogasana 2. So bring your legs in Padmasana. Rest your palms on the respective knees, palms facing up. Lift your chest. In Yogasana, you'll be placing your palms on the ground, palms facing up. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra, gaze to the nose. Engage Mulvanda and perform the Kaka Chandra Kumbhaka, where you curl the tongue inward within the mouth and then exhale it slightly outward to form a small passage for inhalation, resembling the beak of a crow. Inhale through this opening and retain the breath after drawing in. Visualize yourself dissolving into your Guru, the supreme body of Hinduism, who wants to Nithyananda Paramasham, uniting into his cosmic divine presence. Chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Uttano Charano Kritva. Samsthapya Pari Januno. Asano Parisamsthapya. Tuttanam Karamai Yugmagham. The next asana is Urdhva Kukutasana. Now, as you are seated in Padmasana, place your palms on the ground to your sides and press them firmly and lifting your entire body up so the hips and the knees are raised off the floor. So keep your hands, palms on the ground, on the sides, and then lean little forward to bring the balance, and then lift the entire body off the ground. Perform the Kaka Chintu Kumbhaka. Engage Mulibandha. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra. Visualize yourself as a rooster, standing tall, proud, and fierce. Come on, lift yourself, hands on the sides, and lean forward a little bit to have the balance, and then lift your entire body off the ground. Lift your knees, lift your feet and hips. Shanti Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vasishtamatakondimnam Murdukukutamevacha Ashtavakramuduttanam Mayuram Setubandhanam. The next asana is Siddha Hartali Asana. As your legs are in Paramasana, bring your arms through the legs, resting the forearms on the mat. So insert your hands through the legs, place it on the mat, and keep your entire weight steady on the feet. So you're not lifting your body, just keep your hands between the legs. Gaze to the nose, engage Mulabandha. Perform the Karakachamcha Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself adorned with celestial garland of light woven on the blessings of the complex Siddha. Shanti Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pratamam Padam Asanopo Kare Hastado Goda Sundhi Gare Ube Hateri Budhari Rakhe Pocha Goda Sundhi Dakhe. The next asana is Hamsasana. In Hamsasana, as you are still seated in Padmasana, arms between the legs, press your arms on the ground as you lean forward and lift your thighs up along the arms and buttocks off the ground. So you are lifting your entire body in this position. Try to hold on to yourself in this asana. Balance. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra. Kakachincha Kumbhaka. Visualize yourself as swan raising above Maya, gliding over the still water of consciousness. Shanti Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Come on, lift, and let's hold for 5 to 10 seconds. Let's begin. Come on, lift yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Utkuta asana Sitva Skanda Paryantam Urinita Dishtet Hamsasanam Bhavati. The next asana is Karmukasana. So as you are seated in Padmasana and lean forward, lean the upper body forward, bring your arms behind your back, bringing the hands between the legs. So raise your palms between the legs, behind your back, clasping the fingers tightly, interlacing the fingers, and then lean forward, bringing your forehead on the ground. Find long, direct your gaze to the tip of the nose. Breathe with calm steadiness. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra, Kakachamcha Kumbhaka. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as Shiva's bow, radiant and unwielding. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथम पद आसन को करे, घोड़ा संधि माहिरे की पर धरे, तरफ दो दूसरी कर दो, आने को न्याव करे, संधि ले ठाने. The next asana is Kurmasana. Do it. So come back, and as you are still seated in Padmasana with both feet on the opposite thighs, slide your arms between the thighs. So bring your arms, insert your arms between the thighs, and then the upper body. Grab the hands to rest on the opposite shoulders. Bring both the hands holding on to the neck. Lift your spine tall, chest broad, breathe evenly as you draw the senses inward and body rest in stillness. Kakachandra Kumka. Visualize yourself as total, deeply grounded and serene. Chandijapa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bai Janga Paradakshina Bhave, Dahini Janga Parabai Lyave, Ahalya Asanghrale Hatha, Kurmasana Ye Kahave. The next asana is Grantha Vinyasana. In Grantha Vinyasana, as you are still seated with legs in Padmasana, hands inserted through the opposite thigh, hands inserted between the legs. And bend the elbows upward as you press the elbows against the chest, supported by your shoulders. Once again, perform the Kakachandra Kumka. Engage Jalandhar Bandha. In this asana, you'll be bending your head, tucking your chin to the chest in Jalandhar Bandha. Visualize yourself rejoicing in Shiva's secret knot posture, rooted and secure. Perform the Shambhi Mudra, chant the Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bring your gaze to the nose. Atha vakshe nilakante grante vedasanam shubham. Gyatva rudro bhavet shrikam. Suksham mayu yunivishwena. The next asana is Utthana Kurmasana. As you sit in Padmasana and finish little relaxation, just for a moment, you can extend your legs, shake your legs, and then come back, bring your legs in Padmasana, sit, insert your arms between the thighs, holding on to the neck, and then slowly lean back onto your, resting your back on the floor. Keep your chest open upward like a turtle shell. Lie down on your back while your legs in Padmasana, hand inserted, holding on to the neck. Forearms pressing onto the ground. Form the Kuru Mudra, Akachandra Kumka. Visualize yourself as an upward raising turtle, lifting from the water with balance. Engage Mulvanda, gaze to your nose and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kukkutasana bandhasya karabhyam dhritakandharam. Pitham purva padutthanametu uttana kurmakam. The next asana is Pango Kukutasana. To come back, sit with legs in Padmasana. Be seated in with legs in Padmasana and insert your arms between the thighs and the calf. Insert your arms between the thighs and the calf. You can see a bigger hollow between the thighs and the calf in between. So place your palms between the thighs and the calf. Place one palm flat on the ground and the other hand grasping the opposite wrist. So you are holding on to the opposite wrist. And then from this position, engage your core and lift your hips upward. So your entire weight balances on your arms. Keep your spine straight, chest lifted. Perform the Shabi Mudra, Pakachinchikumbhaka. Engage Mulvandha. Visualize yourself as the rooster, vigilant and commanding, sensing every nuance of your surroundings. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kukkutasana Siddha Ekena Haste. Anyasa Manibandham Dhita Hastatare Bhumi. Vasishtabdham Tishtet Pangu Kukkutam Bhavati. Now we'll be repeating Pangu Kukkutasana on the other side. So you'll be switching the position of the hands. Legs are still in Padmasana. Switch your hands position. Place the other palm on the ground and holding it with the opposite wrist. Once again, perform the Rakachandrakubhaka as you lift your body upward, balancing to the arms. Engage Mulabandha, visualize yourself as a rooster with lame leg, moving with effort, yet unwavering movement. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Kukkutasana Chittva Ekena Haste Anyasa Manibandha Dhritta Hastare Bhumi Vasishtab Tishtet Pango Kukkutam Bhavati. The next asana is Vridrasana. So in this asana, as you are seated in the lotus posture in Padmasana, lean forward so that your elbows rest against the base of your big toes. The legs once again bring the legs in Padmasana. As you lean forward, bring your elbows resting on the big toes. Then interlace your fingers, interlock your fingers in Paramashiva Mudra and rest your chin gently on the back of your hand. Vakachanjakumbhaka. Visualize yourself as a vulture, soaring high above the world with keen awareness, observing all without attachment. Engage Mulbandha, Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Edasyam Angushthayot Mule Purparis Tanishvishet. The next asana is Padmasana. Then once again lift yourself, sit in Padmasana. And rest your palms turned upward on your lap. Engage Mulabandha. Perform the Kakachanchakumbhaka. And in this, you'll be performing all three bandhas: Mulabandha, Udyan Bandha, and the Jalandhar Bandha. So perform the Kakachanchakumbhaka and exhale forcibly and pull the stomach in and up in the Dhyana Bandha. Visualize yourself seated in Padmasana, embodying the sacred lotus, symbol of purity. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Uttano Charano Vidhaya Viditva Shaktistho Yogirat Uttano Kakaro Shakti Yugle Ante Shadu Krita Samam. The next asana is Padmasana Chatwari, Padmasana 4. As you are seated in Padmasana, rest your palms slightly on your knees, palms facing down. Keep your spine tall, shoulders open, gaze to the tip of the nose. Engage Mulabandha, perform Kakachanchukumuka, visualize yourself in Padmasana, the lotus thorn of yogic power, rooted in earth, yet reaching heaven. Chant Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Etat Padmasanam Kuryat Pranavayu Prasiddhayet Shubhasanam Sadadhayet Purayitva Punah Punaha. The next asana is Karmukasana Dve. In Karmukasana Dve, as you are seated in legs in Padmasana, take your right hand beneath the shin to grip the big toes. And draw your elbows outward and up into like a bow, shape across your chest. Keep your hand steady on your opposite knee. Perform the Prana Mudra, hands in the Prana Mudra, Kakachanchukumuka. Engage Mulabandha, visualize yourself as Swa's bow in Karmukasana. The divine instrument of cosmic will, representing strength. Chant Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Atha Nidasanam Vakshe Yogapuraka Rakshanat Krita Padasan Padmasane Pado Angushtam Janit Nitau. Now relax for a moment as we get ready for the next asana sequence of Vinyasa Krama, the 100 sequence. Relax for a while, extend your legs and relax. And shake your legs. You can rotate your head, neck, and relax, loosening up your body. And with this, let's get ready to enter into the next asana sequence. The first asana in this sequence is Dvishirasana 2. Dvishirasana. So bring your legs in Padmasana. Hands resting on the knees. Inhale gently as you lift your left shoulder close towards your head. Do not bend your head. Try to bring your left shoulder close to your head, keeping your spine tall. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka, engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself like a god with multiple heads radiating wisdom, perception, and mastery in every action. Chant Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Skandashira Paryantam Netva Sthathavyam Drishyam Bhavati. Now we'll be repeating this asana on the other side. So you are still seated in Padmasana, and this time we'll be lifting. As you inhale, draw the right shoulder upward towards your head, keeping your spine elongated and chest broad. Bring your gaze straight. Engage Mulbandha, perform the Samana Kumbhaka, visualize yourself like a god, each head reflecting a distinct aspect of cosmic consciousness. Aware, alert, and connected to the flow of creation. And the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Skandashira Paryantam Nitva Sthathavyam Drishyam Bhavati. The next asana is Kumbhirasana. So as you're seated with legs in Padmasana, bring the hands on the top, interlaced on the top of the head, now center. Hands. Perform the Shami Mudra, Saman Kumbhaka, engage Mool Bandha and Udhyana Bandha. Bring your gaze to the nose. So inhale in Saman Kumbhaka, then forcefully exhale, pulling the abdomen in and up in Udhyana Bandha. Visualize yourself as an alligator, steady, patient, and powerful. And the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nitambe Hastayugdam Bhumo Sankochita Patet Kumbhirasana Vakshe Vairam Dharayata. The next asana is Chakrasana Dve. To sit kneeling with thighs resting against the heel and palms on the thighs. Keep your spine tall, chest lifted, gaze soft, and shoulders gently widened. Perform the Samana Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha. Visualize each of your chakras as bright white light, radiating clarity, purity, and alignment. See the energy flow harmoniously through every level of consciousness. Chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Savro Dakshine Gulbhe Dakshinam Dakshinat Netaraha. The next is Swastikasana 2. As you sit with both of the soles tucked securely between thighs and the calves, rest your palms slightly on the knees. Spine tall, chest lifted. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra, Samana Kumbhaka, engage Mula Bandha, visualize, embody the peace, well-being, good fortune, and prosperity. Nanda Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Januno Vantares, Samya Dhritva, Padatare Uve, Samyak Sukhas, Sina Dhritva, Tat Prachate. The next asana is Swastikasana 3. In Swastikasana 3, as you sit with both the toes placed between the thigh and calf, interlace your finger and rest the palms at the chest center. Rest. Lift your spine up, broaden your chest. Samana Kumka, engage Mulbandha, visualize peace, well-being, good fortune, and prosperity. Shanti Japa, Om Nithyananda, Paramashivoham, Janaro Vantare Kritka, Yogi Padatane Ubhe, Rujukans, Yasamasinaha, Prastita Prachate. The next asana is Virasana 2. Sit with one ankle tucked between into the gap of the thigh and the calf, and the other foot resting across the opposite thigh. Place your palms on the knees, your chest open, spine straight. Samana Kumbhaka, engage the Mulabandha. Visualize and embody the space of bravery, fearless and steadfast in the face of all challenges. Shanti Japa, Om Nithyananda, Paramashivoham, Atha Mana, Saikaram Vedasanam. The next asana is Karmukasana 3. In Karmukasana 3, bring your legs in Padmasana and cross your arms behind your back to clasp the opposite big toe. So bring your legs in Padmasana, and from this position, bring your hands behind and hold on to the opposite big toe. Come on, give it a try, everyone. If you are able to hold one leg big toes, fine. You try the other one as well. Even you can take the support of your partner. It will help you to achieve this asana. Inhale deeply, expand the abdomen smoothly. Maintain the focus, then you engage to the nose. And in this, perform the Kaka Chandrakumbhaka and exhale forcibly. And as you pull the stomach up, in and up, engaging Uddiyana Bandha, Moola Bandha, and Jalanda Bandha and Mahavakya Bandha. Visualize yourself as Paramashiva's sacred karmic alignment. Shanti Japa, Om Nithyananda, Paramashivoham, Karmukhasanamagratya, Ujare, Udaye Sukham. The next asana is Dridasana. In Dridasana, as you are still seated in Padmasana, and once again reach your both the arms behind to grasp the Vishwas firmly. Kaka Chandrakumbhaka. Bring your gaze to the third eye. So now you are switching your gaze from nose to the third eye. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as an unstoppable cosmic energy of Paramashiva's third eye. Shanti Japa, Om Nithyananda, Paramashivoham. Urubhyamopari Sapya, Patmekam, Prayatnataha. The next asana is Nagarasana. As you are seated in Padmasana and hands holding on to the big toes from behind, then lie down on your back, maintaining the balance. Lift your chest broad, keep your head at the level, direct your gaze towards the tip of the nose. So it's a previous asana. From the previous asana, you'll be lying down on your back. So legs are in Padmasana, hand holding onto the big toes from behind. Lie down. Perform the Kakachandra Kumka. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as a snake, falling with precision, allowed. Shanti Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Prathama Padmasanam Kodhane. Rohata Pache Ane. Padam Gotha Pakare Asi. Ani. Sove Kahanya. Luya Pani. Next asana is Kandukasana. In Kandukasana, lie down on your back with knees bent, feet flat, hug your knees into the chest and then wrap your arms around the shin. And start drawing your forehead gently towards your nose, towards your knees. Keep your breath calm. Engage Mulabandha. Sahaj Kumka Pranayama. Visualize yourself as a perfect sphere, steady and balanced in all directions. Shanti Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vistrasane Sitva Hastapadam Nichikasaye Murdhe Ned Prishtavanit Bhumo Stipet Kandagasanam Bhavati. Now the next asana is Urdhva Pavanasana. In Urdhva Pavanasana, as you are lying on your back with knees bent, feet flat on the ground, big toes evenly together, hands are interlaced under the head. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaj Kumbhaka, engage Mulbandha, visualize yourself as rising wind going upward with unstoppable force. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Prathame Sudo Seva Parave Gora Ubhay Rai Rakhi Milave. Now, the next asana is Markada Pithasana. And in the Markada Pithasana, lie as you are lying down on your back with knees bent, feet flat, hip width apart. Slide your palms facing upward beneath your hips. And press through your feet to lift your hip. Hold on to this posture. While you perform the Murcha Kumka, inhale deeply through the nose, then lock the shin in Jaranda Bandha. Hold the breath and then slowly exhale to maintain the throat lock, Jaranda Bandha. Visualize yourself as a monkey, agile, playful. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Uttana Shayanam Padatale Uttanam Hastayo Sapite Prishtbhage Unmayet Markadapitam Bhavati. The next asana is Uttana Shiki Pithasana. So as you are lying down on your back with legs extended. So this time, extend your legs and bring your arms to the side. Bend your knees. Press your feet into the floor and lift your hip upward. Your hip is supported by hands, elbows on the ground, hips supported by both the hands. Try to extend your legs and balance. Engage Mulbandha, Moch Kumka. Perform Jalandhar Bandha. Visualize yourself as an upward raising peacock and chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Janghoru Balahitnasya Uttana Shiki Pithakam Prathama Prakruvat Bhukte Pragya Jitendriyaha. The next asana is Merkasana. So as you're lying down on your back with arms alongside of the body, press your shoulders firmly into the mat and bend your knees to lift your hips. Place your hand over the lower back for support and extend the legs up straight, stacking them over the hip. As you are holding into this prasana, Moch Kumka, Viranda Bandha, visualize as the guardian of the underworld. Chant japa, Om Nithyananda, Paramashivoham, Griva Kante, Bhumi, Ishtabhyam Pada, Swam Urdham, Urdha Unnayet, Narakasanam Bhavati. Slowly. From this position, if you are able to hold on to this position, slowly lower your legs towards your head. As you perform the Mocha Kumka. So from the previous asana, you'll be angling your legs. So legs will be, you'll be lowering your legs at an angle, forming a boat-like structure. Mocha Kumka, Jalandhar Bandha, Chant japa, Om Nithyananda, Paramashivoham, Naukavat Sitva, Tavapada Dvayam Hayet, Naukasanam Bhavati. The next asana is Bhujasana. So if you are holding on in the same posture, once again, keep your legs straight up. Hands will be on the ground. Murcha Kumka, engage Jalandhar Bandha, visualize yourself as a flag of Kailasa, waving proudly to the world. Chant japa, Om Nithyananda, Paramashivoham, Nityanaukasanam Drita, Krishtakota Bhumim Astavyam Astakadakshare Padadam Podham Nayet Yasanam Bhavati. Slowly relax yourself. Relax for a moment. Spread the legs. Extend the legs. Inhale and exhale deeply. Inhale and exhale deeply. As we prepare ourselves for the next asana. The next asana is Siddha Haritali Asana. So come back to the seated posture with heels pressed together at the perineum. Bring the soles of the feet together. knees spread outwards. Grasp the feet firmly with interlaced finger and hold onto the stool. Keep your spine tall, chest broad, shoulder lifted. Inhale in Samana Kumaka. Visualizing feet up along the spine center. Perform the Jaranga Bandha. Unclutch from all ego fulfilling success in your life, releasing achievements to transient achievements. Chant Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Pagatali Samputakari, Angulya ko Samputakare, Mahili ko Rakhe, Jau Hat ko Kakasi Kare. The next asana is Bhadrasana 3. As you are seated with soles of the feet together, close to the perineum, hold on with both the hands. Hold on to the feet with both the hands, allowing the knee to open outward. Keep your spine straight, chest broad. Perform the Samana Kumka, and here we will be performing the Uddiyana Bandha and the Mula Bandha. So, as you inhale in Samana Kumka, hold on to the breath comfortably and then forcefully exhale, engaging the Uddiyana Bandha. Visualize yourself, your seat as a auspicious foundation, spreading blessings in all the directions. Chant the japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अथ भद्रासनं गुल्फे च कृष्णस्याध शिवने पार्श्व सुपेत्. The next asana is Yoga Narasimhasana. In Yoga Narasimhasana, sit with knees bent, feet flat on the ground. Cross the legs with heels anchored. Spine tall, chest broad, rest back of your hands onto the knees with palms turned upward. Extend the tongue outward, force fully on exhalation. Release the breath through the mouth. Maintain the steady gaze and relax the shoulders. Once again, perform the Samana Kumaka. Engage Mulbandha, which rises Narasimha, one of the 10 incarnations of Mahavishnu, pure and protective. Chant Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Mayuram Pinchamayuram Padapithamavasvikta Vinnatam Kukkuta Garbhapindam Cha Pauram Yog Narasimhadam. The next asana is Kaka Skandharupasana. Sit with feet crossed, placed close to the body, knees upright. Place your palms on the knees. Sit tall with chest lifted, shoulder relaxed. Samana Kumaka, engage Mulbandha, bring your gaze to the nose. Visualize a flock of crows, agile, alert, and perspective. See your awareness moving collectively yet independent. Chant Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. अथ वक्षे काकास्कन्दरूपा स्कन्दरूपध्यानसमुत्तमम्. The next asana is Utkatikasana. In this asana, sit with your knees bent, feet close to the hip. Place your palms on your knees. Place, bring your hands on, keep your hands just in front of your navel, hands resting on the thighs. The hands are not going between the thighs and the calf. Hands are still on your thighs. Sit with this in this position, gaze to the nose, engage Mulbandha, Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama. Sit in the space of Upanishad with the supreme founder of Hinduism, merging into eternal consciousness. And Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Lishta Gulfa Bhumi, Throat Pasaraye. The next asana is Dandasana 2. So you can relax and extend your legs, both the legs forward. Your ankles and soles of the feet joint feels together. Place the palms on your thighs. Lift your spine tall. Gaze to the nose. Engage Mudra. Visualize yourself as Paramashiva Yoga, steady and unyielding, and radiant with inner power. Chant Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Bless the Gulfa, Gulfa, Bhumoroshta Prasarayet, Yes, Drop, Pavishya Padota, Dandasanam, Udiratam. The next asana is Tadaka Mudrasana. Sit with both the legs extended and lean forward from the hips and reach to grasp your big toes. Draw your chest towards your thighs. As you lean forward, perform the Ujjayi Kumbhaka Pranayama, engage Mulbandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Gaze to the nose, chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Sabhagasisha Desha Swanga Mahavudra Chata Tadagi Baddha Kono Baddha Padmam Danda Paschimataanakam. The next asana is Prankasana. So you are still seated with legs extended and palms on the floor beside your hips. Press into your arms to lift the body off the ground. Keep the legs firm and spine tall. And then rock your body from side to side. So place the palms on the side of your hip and lift your hips, lift your ankles off the ground and rock your body side to side. Perform the Sambhi Mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka, engage Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as a cradle, rocking side to side, gently get to side. Chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रेक्षवत्सृष्ट्वा पादाग्रे मस्तके परिणीत्वा पृष्ठभागे भूमौ निधाये तिष्ठेत्. The next asana is Trinkasana. Great. So as you sit with legs extended, palms beside your hips, press your palms and lift your hips. Extend both the legs over your head, balancing on your palms, and then you can come back and rotate again from front to back. Come on, give it a try, all of you. Yes, lifting your hips, lift your hips and the legs, balance on your palms, and then rock from front to back. Engage Mula Bandha, visualize yourself as a cradle, rocking back and forth, responsive and secure. Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रेक्षवस्त्वा पादाग्रे मस्तके पनिनेत्वा पृष्ठभागे भूमौ निधाये तिष्ठेत्. The next asana is Yogasana 3. So now sit with your knees bent, feet flat, near the body. Wrap your arms around your shin, hugging them as close as your chest is staying lifted. Mahavakya mudra, Ujjayi Kumbhaka pranayama. Engage Mulbandha, gaze to the third eye. Experience Advaita, oneness with Swamiji. Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. पृष्ठे भेदवन् पादं तस्य हस्तेन वन्दयेत्. अथ योगासनं वक्ष्ये यत् कृत्वा योगिराट् भवेत्. The next asana is Vrihaspati asana. Next asana is Vrihaspati asana. Sit with your left foot tucked under your hip. The left foot is tucked under the hip, so you are sitting on the left heels. Knees bent, right knee is to stand over the left. Place both the palms gently on the upper knee. Chest is lifted. Shambhavi Mudra, perform the Shivkari pranayama, where you gently press the tongue against the upper palate with the tip behind with the teeth, with the tip of behind the front teeth. Slowly inhale through the teeth to create a hissing sound. This is Shivkari pranayama. Engage Mulbandha, Nanda Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Which experience the energy of temple inside you, sacred, radiant, and alive. Chanting Japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Jimana Goda Agrakari Stave, Kaga Jimane Pashita Anim, Moriye, Purani Cherakhe. The next asana is Durvasa asana. In this, as you are seated with legs crossed, so now slide the hips. They are not sitting anymore on the hips, on the heels. Place your right hand on the groin and touch the right fingertips to the middle joint of the left finger. Once again, you'll be placing the right hand on the groin and touching the right fingertips to the middle joint of the left fingers. Left hand is resting at the groin. Keep the spine upright, chest open. Gaze to the third eye. Engage Mulbandha. Perform Sitkari Kumbhaka Pranayama. Visualize the purifying effects of Dhruva grass happening on your being. Chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Dai Janga Parikari. Jimana Bhaga. Dai Pashita Ane. The next asana is Sukhadevasana. So once again, sit with legs crossed, legs stacked over other, heels set inward. Interlace the wrist. Interlace the wrist behind the groin. The palms is facing upward. Fingers extended outward like in a lotus mudra. The hands in Sukhadevasana, you'll be placing the hands in lotus posture or the Padma Mudra. Padma Mudra is where your index, your little finger and thumb is touching. Base of the palms are touching and other fingers are spread out, forming a lotus. And place it on the top knee. Perform the Sitkari Pranayama. Engage Mulbandha. Chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vamajangarup. Sithe. Mahe Dakshin Pari. Dhare Sutahe. The next asana is Datta Digambarasana. Sit with knees stand and feet placed by the opposite hip. Grip the feet firmly with your hand. Lift your chest, draw your spine upright. Keep your gaze focused inward at the space between your eyebrows, which is the third eye. Perform the Sitkari Kumbhaka Pranayama. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as Datta Digambar. Chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथम जीवनो भाव ऊंचे दाई गंग पर ऊपरी करी ल्यावे दाई पखाती तापो आने घोड़ा ऊपरी तल करी ठाने. The next asana is Machandrasana. So from the same position, as you're holding on to the big toes, lean forward and place your forehead on the ground. Perform the Sitkari Pranayama. Engage Mulbandha. Visualize yourself as a fish moving effortlessly underwater. Your body is thriving without oxygen, drawing energy from the current and the subtle water themselves. Chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Jeevanopagadai Janga Parirake Yedi Kari Lagave Davai Ke Ko Bardo Gulpukimana Hiraki Mahidi Aksha Parirake. The next asana is Gomukhasana 2. As you sit with right knee stacked over the left, heels near the hip, raise the right elbow upward. with left arm arch reaching behind the back. Then interlace the fingers behind your back, drawing the chest wide and upright. Form the Sitkari Kumbhaka Pranayama. Engage Mulavandha. Visualize yourself as the face of a cow, gentle, nourishing, and serene. Shanti Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Uttaram Kurmapidham Cha Singham Garudamev Cha Vatayarango Mukham Cha Bharadvajam Trivikramam. Now we'll be repeating this whole sequence on the other side. So next asana is Vrishapati asana. So sit with right knee under the hip and left knee is above. So this time the right knee is below and the left knee is stacked over the right. Place your palms onto the knees. Lift your spine. Chest is open with pranayama. Mool bandha. Gaze to the nose and experience the energy of temple inside you. And chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Jimana Gora Agrakari Dave Pagajimani Vashiti Ani Mode Yeri Kula Niche Rake. The next asana is Durvasana. So, as you are seated with legs crossed, firm, interlace, bring the middle joint of one hand's finger to rest near the groin. Hands resting on the knees, on the top knee. Perform the Sitkari Kumbhaka Pranayama, engage Mulabandha, visualize the purifying effects of the breath happening in your being. Chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Dai Jangal Kari Jimana Pagadai Ashida Ani. Next asana is Sukadevasana. In Sukadevasana, as you are seated with legs stacked over each other, now bring the right, the opposite foot, the asana which you did previously. Now place the opposite palm on the groin and hold, touch the middle joints with the fingertips in Sukadevasana. Perform the Sitkari Kumbhaka Pranayama, engage Mulabandha, visualize all the gods and goddesses pleased with you. Shanti Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Vamajanga Arupite Mahe Dakshinapari Sudhe Sutare Sahe. The next asana is Datta Digambarasana. As you are seated with knees stacked, Hands grasping the big toes, firmly the opposite big toes. Chest is lifted, spine is straight. Gaze, bring your gaze to the third eye. Perform the Chitkari Kumbhaka Pranayama, which writes, Shiva has blessed you to move beyond all the material needs and desires. Ram Bijapa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. प्रथम जीवन पाव ऊंचे वे दाई जंग उपरी कर हिलावे दाई पखाती ताको आने घोड़ा उपरी करी थाने. The next asana is Machandrasana 3, repeating the Machandrasana 3 on the other side. So from the previous asana, lean forward, bringing your forehead towards the floor while pressing the chest down. Chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Jimana Bhagadai Jangapari Rakhe Yeri Kari Lagave. Now we'll be entering into the next asana, which is Gomukhasana 2, repeating on the other side. So now this time, as you are still seated in with legs crossed, raise the left arm behind the back this time, while the right arm reaches upward and bend back. Clasp your hands together. Perform the Chitkari Kumbhaka Pranayama. Engage Mulabandha. Visualize yourself as the face of a cow, gentle, nurturing and serene. Japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Uttanapurvapidham cha sindham dharmeva cha uttayam gomukham cha Bharadwajam Trivikramam. The next asana is Vamasasana Gamana. Now sit with bending right knees and hug the shin into the left armpit. Clasping it firmly with the opposite arm. Press the left heel against the perineum while the spine stays upright and chest wide. So you're clasping the raised knee with both arms. Perform the Rechika Kumbhaka, engage Mulabandha, gaze to the nose, visualize and control the outgoing breath. Chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Jamanu Paganum Vedicha Jimare Haki Kakili Kakilavaraki. The next asana is going to be Virasana. To come to the kneeling position, sit with knees bent, upper body upright, and hold both the legs so that the soles of the feet crossed behind your hips. The feet is crossed at the back. Rest the hands on the thighs, shoulder down, chest lifted, spine tall. Gaze to the nose. Perform the Rechika Kumka, exhale fully and hold the breath without inhaling. Visualize and embody the state phase of bravery, standing firm in the place of chanting. Japa, Om Nithyananda Yoga. Let's enter into the Sahasramana. Bane Pada Goat Hathi Vathane Tene Fani Dugani Niche Ara Rakini Vesvute Dhirasanam Kahavache. Now let's get ready for the next asana, which is Dakshina Pada Dhirasana. So as you're seated, Dakshina Pada Dhirasana. Sit kneeling with right leg folded flat. The right leg feet is flat on the ground, knees is bent. Left foot, bring the left foot upright near the abdomen. Bend your left foot and sit on the left heel. Keep your spine long, chest lifted, shoulder relaxed. Rechika Kumka, visualize and embody the state and space of bravery. Gaze to the third eye, chant the japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Mane Paga Godhathi Vane Tena Khana Guna Dugani Niche Ane Rakhine Besute Dhirasana Kahavache. The next asana is Dakshina Swasagamanasan. So in this position, as you'll be switching the position of the leg. So this time, bend your left knee, feet flat, left knee raised, right foot on the ground, heels close to the perineum, and wrap the hands across the left knee. Perform the Rechika Kumka, engage Mulabandha, gaze to the nose, visualize and control the outgoing breath. Steady mind and body. Chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Jamanu Paganuni Dhiricha Jamane Hathani Sakshiramam Rakhi. The next asana is going to be Vama Pada Dhirasana. In Vama Pada Dhirasana, as you are seated with left foot folded, left foot on the ground, knee raised, bend the right knee and bring the foot upward so the heel rests close against the body. Chant Embody the state and space of a bravery. Engage Mulabandha. Engage to the third eye. Chant japa. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Jimanu Pangunu Dakshina. Jimane Hathani Karali Mila Rakhe. The next asana is Pasasana. So, and to enter into this asana, start by bringing your feet flat to the ground and knee close to the chest. Wrap your right arm around your knees. And as you exhale, gently twist the upper body to the right. Slide your left hand behind your back and see if you can clasp your fingers together. Keep your chest lifted, the spine long, breathe steady. Exhale in Rachel Kumbhaka, engage Mulbandha, gaze to the third eye. Visualize yourself bound by the node of integrity. Chandriyapa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. पादतले भूमो निधाय जानयोरसि निधाय विपरीतहस्ताभ्यां पुरुषहित जग्भे निबाध्य तिष्ठेत् पासासनं भवति. Now the next asana will be repeating the Pasasana on the other side. So switch the position of your legs, twist on the other side, and interlace the finger. As they perform the Rachel Kumbhaka, engage Mulbandha, visualize yourself bound by the node of integrity. पादतले भूमो निधाय जानोरसि निधाय विपरीत हस्ताभ्याम ओरसि सहित जंगे निध्ये तिष्ठेत् पासासनं भवति. The next asana is Simharupakasana. The next asana is as to enter into Simharupakasana, sit with legs crossed, with the feet tucked in comfortably. So sit with toes tucked, heels bending, resting on the heels, knees wide apart. Rest your palms slightly on your knees. Straighten your spine left to the crown of your head. Relax your shoulders. Perform the Shambhavi Mudra, Sahaj Kumbhaka Pranayama. Engage Mulabandha and chant the japa Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Svanivanti Gulfa Deshobhyo Nipitya Vakrakramena Tu. The next asana is Guptasana. Bring both the feet tucked fully underneath you, between thighs and the calves, so that the buttocks rest above the heels. So sit with toes tucked, rest your buttocks on the heels. Place your palms on the knees. Sit tall with your chest open. Spine long. Relax your shoulders. Gaze softly towards the nose. Perform the Sahaj pranayama, which lies sitting in the sacred space of Upanishad with the Guru. Chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Januno, Janu Vantare Pado, Kritva Pado Chas Gopayet. Now the next asana is Dikshasana. So, so to start in the next asana, which is Dakshinasana, Dikshasana, stand tall with feet planted firmly on the ground. Then gently bring your fingertips together and place them on the crown of your head. So bring your one hand on the top of the head, fingertips together, touch the index and the thumb together on the right hand, place them over the crown of your head. This mudra, while touching it to the crown of the head, is called Daksha Diksha Mudra. Engage Mulbandha, perform Ujjayi Kumukha Pranayama, visualize Hamsi in space, chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. दशा की धीराधर चित्वा पंचमुष्टि मुट्टुपाटये. The next asana is Harinasana. Now kneel down with your hips lifted. Cross your forearms over your chest, holding onto the opposite arm firmly. Keep your thighs strong and rooted as you begin lifting your heels up towards the buttocks. So you are again and again lifting your heels towards the buttocks repeatedly, one after the other, in a steady rhythmic order. Feel your spine lengthen as you keep your eyes closed. Chest open. Sahaja Kumka, engage Mulbandha, visualize yourself as a deer, alert and graceful, sensing the slight movement around you. Chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Udana Ankritva Pashnibhyam Utambam Harinasanam Bhavati. The next asana is Malasana. Now come to the low squatting position with your palms pressed firmly on the ground in front of you. Come to the squatting position, place the palms on the ground in front of you, then lift your shin and hook them over your shoulder. And lean your weight forward slowly as you press through the arms, raising your heels away from the ground and hugging your knees in towards your chest. And you're lifting your entire body off the ground and try to hold yourself in this asana. Engage Mulbandha, visualize your legs as a flower garden. Chant japa, Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. And let's enter into the last one. Hastabhyam manvani Pashta Skantayo Januni Sansthapaye. Now the next asana is Narasana. So from this position, now start planting the crown of your head on the ground, arms wide beside you, forming a tripod base. And then tuck your knees close and rest them lightly on the back of your arms. And then from this position, lift your hips and legs straight up, vertically up in Narasana. To form a tripod, you can take wall support. You can take the support of the partner, engage Mulabandha, visualize yourself as a perfect human, embodying the strength and softness. Nandijapa, Om Nithyananda, Paramashivam. Iti Yogasana Shanshe Yogi Bhavate Sadhakaha. Now from this position, the next asana is Mundasana. So if you are able to do, raise yourself in this position without the hand support. So you can take the partner support and only the crown of the head is on the ground and your leg and your body is straight vertical, hands resting on the side of the hips. You can take the support of the wall or the partners. And take a moment to practice this asana, Adho Mundasana. Visualize Paramashiva encompassing you, keeping you stable and centered. Japa, Om Nithyananda, Paramashivoham. Iti Yogasana Yogi Bhavati Sadhakaha Narasanamya Karoti Sa Siddho Natra Shanchayaha. Now slowly lie down in Savasana. Relax yourself. Lie down in Savasana, hands and feet apart. Vijay Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, is liberating you.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Now slowly come back to your physical body. Start to wiggle your fingers, feet, ankles, wrist. Bring your knees to the chest and roll from side to side. And slowly come back to the comfortable seated position. And let's offer our gratitude to Swamiji, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Yoga, for giving this opportunity to perform the Nithyananda Yoga. With your hands in Namaskar Mudra, let's chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Harihi Om Tatsat. Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. Make sure that you're tuning in tomorrow at the same time for the Nithyananda Yoga. Thank you.